He also imparted to me that the key to a high-quality natural is slow and even drying, allowing the water in the coffee to be replaced by sugars in a process called sugar migration. You cannot rush this process, otherwise you risk damaging the cell integrity, killing off the embryo, and the coffee is going to taste woody really fast. As an espresso, this coffee is really nice and balanced. It has a lively, medium-high acidity, friendly, medium-high sweetness, and a medium-low bitterness that rounds off the coffee beautifully. It has a medium-light body, the velvety, creamy mouthfeel. It's also nice and juicy, judges. Now for tasting notes, at any point you can refer to the picture frames in front of you for a refresher, but for tasting notes, you're going to be looking for raspberry, for mango, for cocoa nib, and for pomelo, as well as hibiscus. What I like most about this coffee, judges, though, is the finish. Super long, complex, and keeps evolving as you sip it. Predictably, judges, I'm going to ask you not to drink these right away, but just evaluate the crema for now. There you are, that's for you. There you are, thank you so much. That's for you. The green coffee was frozen in Calgary upon arrival to preserve its freshness and roasted on August 16th. Please, judges, take the spoons provided to you, stir counterclockwise 11 times, and then you may enjoy your espresso while I get started on the next shots, which are going to be for the milk beverage. So I set out to make my own yogurt, and conceptually I knew how to do that. It's fairly simple. Take some milk, introduce a very specific type of bacteria to it, keep it kind of warm, and over the course of a couple of hours, those bacteria will multiply, giving us that rich, creamy liquid we know and love as yogurt. But things are rarely as simple as they seem on paper, judges. Let's just say my first couple of attempts didn't really go well. This is where it became really important to enlist the help of experts in the field of fermentation, such as cider brewers and chefs. And they were really quick to set me straight. Turns out that just like Mauricio Chatta, I had to be in charge and in control of my fermentation environment, controlling temperature, humidity, and pH. Temperature and humidity were fairly easy, but what I struggled with was pH. And I found out with a lot of trial and error that adding just 0.6% of a highly concentrated form of Mauricio Chatta's coffee to the milk prior to fermenting actually helped create a more favorable fermentation environment for the specific type of bacteria I was trying to promote, Streptococcus thermophilus. Now that all sounds really scientific and good, but what does it mean to you, judges? Well, the resulting yogurt that I have here is incredible. It is really fruity and tropical. It's obviously going to pair excellent with the coffee that we have here. So I'm going to add 75 grams to my shots that I have here. And the more astute of you will have remembered that there's already an ingredient in here that I mentioned. And that's honey. But not just honey, judges. It's a floral forward honey harvested in Calgary, as much as you can harvest honey, I suppose, in 2019. It is here to provide balance, sweetness, and replace some of the sugars lost during fermentation. We're almost there. Only thing left now is to rapidly chill over ice and serve it. So you might be wondering what I did to your glasses here, judges. Those are ground rose petals painted on with honey. And they're an essential part of the signature drink, as it allows your olfactory system to be tied in. When you inhale deeply, the rose petals and the honey are going to interact, giving you a new aroma on the nose that reminds me of fresh herbs, such as oregano. For tasting notes, though, you're going to find dark cherry yogurt, cocoa nibs, as well as hibiscus. But this drink is all about the texture, though, judges. It's nice and creamy has a super long finish. So please enjoy those right away. There you are, one for each of you. Thanks so much. Thanks for being my guest judges. It's been absolutely fantastic to be here, and thank you for your time.